Bitcoin tops 30,000 for the first time since June ahead of key inflation data. Ether nears 2,000. First of all, shout out to Michael Saylor with his recent purchase. He is now officially back in the positive. His recent purchase brought his dollar cost average down. He's been dollar cost averaging, but now with the spike in Bitcoin's price, he is officially in the green. Traders are likely speculating that Wednesday's consumer price index number could come in at a level that gives the Fed reason to think about pausing, raising rates in the next meeting, thereby giving a boost to assets like Bitcoin. Are they right? Maybe. A lot of people are betting on that, but it doesn't just stop on Wednesday. This article doesn't really getting into it, but Thursday is going to get more crazy with the producer price index. And then once again on Friday, we're going to hear what's going on with the banks. And that's obviously going to have a massive impact on the Fed's likelihood of going another 25 bips. Are they going to do nothing? This will all have a massive impact on the dollar and also on other potential stores of value such as gold and Bitcoin. And obviously there's a pretty decent correlation with Ether. Monday night's action brings Bitcoin's year-to-date gains to more than 80%, while Ether has now added 60% for the year so far. So usually they're highly correlated, but with the craziness in banking really kicked off by SVB, I guess you could say a little bit about Signature, maybe a little bit about Silvergate, but I think it's more so specifically the blow up of SVB. We saw the decoupling. So in March, they decoupled. It almost seemed like we saw this cultural movement of how Bitcoin has normally been pitched as a store of value. We almost saw that as a realization. Flight to quality in Bitcoin following bank closures. As in, people got worried about banks, they got worried about keeping it in dollars. I mean, look at the craziness that's been going on with the dollar index. You could track that with DXY. People were like, we want to keep our assets, we want to retain value. And all of a sudden, you saw a flight to quality, as this article is putting it. So it's kind of interesting, for as long as Bitcoin's been around now, just over a decade and some change, where the initial pitch seems, as I wouldn't say it's come to fruition yet, but it seems like we're getting closer to it. On the other hand, Ether has been climbing ahead of its planned Shanghai tech upgrade, which is expected to bring a wave of negative sell pressure on the market as previously locked funds on Ethereum are released over the next few weeks. This Shanghai upgrade is going to be going down Wednesday. Well, I guess it specifically depends on where you live in the world, but for most of us, it will be Wednesday. So I just want to put that on your radar. For me, I've been watching Bitcoin and Ethereum closely. I have both. I do favor Bitcoin a little bit more right now, and this is in no means a knock on Ethereum. It's more of a knock on the current regulatory stance, at least here in the US, here in America. It seems like the SEC and the CFTC are trying to do everything in their power to crush all crypto outside of the world of Bitcoin. So this is more of a, we'll call it a regulatory hedge. But with all that being said, I would love to get your thoughts. What do you like more? Do you like Bitcoin more? Do you like Ethereum more? Are you just a fan of all crypto, or do you hate all crypto? I kind of want to get a better idea of where my audience's mindset is at. So I would love to hear from you. Where is your mind at on crypto and cryptocurrencies in more of a general sense?